podcast street interview. I said it. Welcome this evening, you all. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome to come on in. We just want to have a brief discussion about the Brittney Griner homecoming today, you all, and also the Deion Sanders move, you all. Uh, Earlier today, I was made a little short about Brittney coming home, things of that nature, and this one brother got on there, and I believe he was a white guy, might I say. But that's neither here or there. The man came on and was saying something about the Undertaker. Not the Undertaker, the Death Machine. One of these dudes.
Whatever his
The
name
dude.
is.
Yeah, the dude that's the Russian arms dealer. Months and months ago, he was the Russian arms dealer. Now today, he the Undertaker. The man of death, the things of this nature, you all. But as this man was explaining about this particular death machine that had this Russian arms dealer man, um, he was basically saying that, that it was a bad trade. And I understand all these particular things and the mistake that Brittney had actually made, you all. But my basic thing was, the freedom of life, you all, celebrating freedom itself, you all. And
That's right.
fortunately, Brittney was able to come home. And I also think that it was a good thing because in this state, you all, this particular TAC pen that she had would be a misdemeanor, you all. So again, we are celebrating the life of Brittney and that she absolutely made it home. Most people don't make it home. It's a lot of people that's still incarcerated today behind this same particular drug, you all. Not only this drug, but a few other drugs that has actually destroyed the life of black people, white people, Mexican people, Puerto Ricans, and so forth and so on, you all. Like I said, it's not just a race issue or nothing of a sort. But when this man came at me in a manner that Brittney is this and that they shouldn't have did, so forth and so on, to Brittney, they shouldn't have let her go. People are highly upset because I had particularly said, "Welcome home, Brittney." So again, this man came on and he was actually saying that the arms dealer was such a bad person. Now, I agree with some of those things, you all, but the man is quite old. He pretty much served 14 years. I said it, the man served 14 years for selling weapons. Now, we ain't seen the weapons. I ain't never seen the man pull no trigger on nobody. They ain't got no footage of that. But what I do know is that the man been locked up since 2008 on some arms dealing, you all.
They ain't
Now,
never locked up Smith, and they ain't never locked up Weston. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. So this was my particular point, you all, that today in
He
our
must
own
ain't paying his
country
tax.
we still have gun manufacturers. We still have people selling guns. In fact, we still have gun shows, and none of these people are locked up. They ain't never locked up Smith and Wesson. They actually, like I said, have these
What's up,
particular
Carl?
gun shows still today in these on these big platforms and in these big arenas, you all. So again, uh, like I say, I ain't never seen Smith and Wesson locked up, or even no one even threatened Smith and Wesson about being locked up. We ain't even heard nothing about Remington. All I see is Remington selling bullets, guns, BB guns, and
Yeah,
riding horses.
anything.
You know,
Yeah. They ain't
um,
even locked Daisy up for
yeah, they
Daisy
ain't never
BB.
locked him up. David Crockett, they ain't never locked none of these people up with these particular
Yeah.
weapons. But now they want mad about Brittney because she got out behind some TAC, you all. Like I said, this is a very crazy thing. But here for a minute, I'll let Brother Pasta to the streets tell y'all about this particular incident, you all. And good evening, Carl. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I was just saying before you before we passed in with you, man. This move here, um, it's
All right, you Bean.
you're right. They wasn't black. This move here,
Oh, really?
it just got everything to do with economics and a look. People trying to say what a person's freedom is worth. Um, I ain't gonna lie. For my people, if I got your people and you got my people, I don't care what your people done. I'm gonna trade them for my people.
Right,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And so they trying to weigh what's the value based on the crime. They saying they should have let a more high profile person go. But this is the thing, they ain't talk to Russia. Russia gonna let who they want go. You gonna take it or leave it. We gonna take
Exactly.
it. Whoever we can get, we gonna take it. I mean, we didn't wind up with people like Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. We had to take it. You know what I'm saying? People who done ran off on the whole community. You know what I'm saying? People that ran off on the whole community. R. Kelly, but he's still a part of the community. We got to take him. So, you know, whoever, we still got to accept our people. That's our people. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is not about the crime or anything, but people are so emotional. And basically, the true colors of the show. It could have been any black person, and that guy would have been mad. He just mad at black people.
Right, right.
But he ain't mad at his forefathers for what they done and stuff like that. That's why, you know, me, I don't have time to entertain foolishness, you know. But
Right,
at the
right.
end of the day, man, she free. I mean, some
She's
people ain't
free.
been locked up, so they don't know what to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you get out, you out. I'm gonna celebrate with you. That's just what it is.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
I ain't saying I'm no Brittney Griner fan. I don't really watch the WNBA or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care nothing about no vape pens and all that. The law is the law where the law is. But if you can get free, you can get free. It's
Right,
just that
right.
simple. She ain't told
Right.
on nobody. Ain't no, you
No,
know what I'm saying?
she
They ain't
ain't
mad at no
told on
rat.
nobody. She ain't gave nobody up. She
Yeah.
ain't give
She just
up
took her
the
lick.
vape pen plug or nothing.
Yeah. None of
You
that, you
know,
know what I'm saying?
they still
And
get
so,
their
but I
vape
also,
pen.
yeah, I seen a lot of, you know, I've been looking through the social media, man, this evening once I was off from working and grinding and stuff, man. I got to looking through social media, and I see it's a lot of people upset uh, at this release for various reasons. And then I seen even the play where they done made it a man and woman thing. And it went from the man and woman thing to homophobia and all that. You know, and
Right,
like I
right.
say, man, he was just talking out of turn. They just speaking out of turn, you know, and things like that. But at the end of the day, man, who not gonna be happy for their loved one coming home? She ain't even
Right.
killed nobody. You know what I'm
Right. She
saying?
ain't killed nobody, hurt nobody or nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, like I say, I'd have
And,
traded. But you see the political play, really, it's a power move for Russia. Like it ain't even about the man. They just Russia ain't giving them nothing for free, and the balance ain't gonna be. See, this is the other part. While we all crying free Brittney, we made it harder for her to get free. We ain't really facing that because when Russia see we putting pressure on our government, they already know the government under pressure, so they gonna hold out. You know what I'm saying? Because they know our government got to give something up because we got this outcry going on. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's just the thing. Those things are a part of life, man. That's not an injustice. Or they say she should have did her time. Well, we not illegal. Well, it ain't totally illegal in America. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, she
mm-hmm.
shouldn't have went to Russia with it, whatever. She should have bought it while she was over there, whatever. However you do it. I mean, everywhere I done been in the world, you could just get weed there. I ain't never had to bring no weed nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
When I used
right.
to smoke weed, I could always get it there. It's times I couldn't find the grocery store, but I could find the weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you always can find
You
that.
know,
You know, that was the
but
easiest thing
but
to
yeah,
find.
just like everything else in this world right now, people true colors show for every situation. You know what I'm saying? The race is gonna come out, the homophobes gonna come out, the just dry uh haters. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with loving weed. You know, people love what they love. You know, I
Right,
ain't mad at
right.
nobody. People do what they do, and that's the thing. You know, and so you know, we just really excited about her being home. You know, it's excited. I'm a person. I'm kind of even killed, but my excitement is kind of where I'm at right now.
Right,
You know,
right.
the Lakers ain't won the championship, so I ain't too hyped. But we doing pretty
Already.
good. You know, but
Already,
yeah, I just think we got to let them people be who they are. But the good thing, you get to see them for who they are. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Brown? You get to see them for who they are.
Right,
You know,
right.
that's good dialogue, though. You
Right,
know,
like I said, it wasn't so much the thing about the homophobic thing, because her lifestyle is her lifestyle. It's not nothing that I participate in or actually really condone. But her as a person, she's
that part.
a cool person, and she is a human being. And like I said, just celebrating the freedom, life itself. People deserve to be free. Now, there are a lot of people that actually deserve to be locked up. People that uh, don't have no value for human life. People that rob, steal, and jack people, run around raping people. You hurting people for no apparent reason. These are some of the things that people deserve to be locked up on. But a vape THC pen, it's surprisingly that she hadn't gotten so much time anyway, you all. And again, this Russian Undertaker, the Death Master, the man served 14 years, you all. So
You think
anybody
that's
who
good?
don't know that this man served 14-year sentence, he was almost ready to be released on good time. And in fact, they might not have had told us he had made parole, because that's a possibility too, you all.
Hey,
So
in the Fed, you only get 57 days a year, good time. So he
yeah,
wasn't ready to be
so
released.
I'm pretty sure he got a little good time stacked
He got
up after
80% though.
14
He got
years. So
80% to do.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So on the 20-year sentence, he had a 20-year sentence, 14 flat. He just
25
about
year
came up
sentence,
for
yeah.
good time. And ain't no telling, he probably was a trustee. I'm pretty sure he had a nice little plug down there, you all.
Yeah, probably.
And like I said, man,
At
so
the end of the day,
everything.
Russia's just Fed not day for day, man. It's 57 days a year, good time. 56 days a year. Every time you do 12 months, they give you 56 days off the end of your sentence. So if you
Off
had
the
20
end.
years, when you do 1 year, you don't have 19 left. You got 18 and 10 months left.
18 and 10 months left, man.
Yeah,
So
that's
hey,
how
there
they
you
do it.
have it, you all.
But they let
I
everybody
had
out for weed at the feds. They let everybody out for weed, so they ain't had no choice but bring her home. Now what they got to start doing, man, what they got to do now? They got to start, you know what I'm saying? I think they need to start trying to do some things, man, to open some doors for those of us who got them kind of convictions to come up. Because those convictions, man, back in the day held a lot of us back. Some of those
yeah,
convictions actually led us to a deeper life of crime. Because
to a
it's like the
deeper life
world
of
was
crime.
over. That, you know what I'm saying? That little dime sack, that little dove sack put us in a situation, man. The world was, some of us had to sell crack to beat a weed case. And then got
Already.
popped with crack, you know what I'm saying? It sounds
Right.
crazy, but it seems like the only options we had.
Nah, that's a great point. People
You know
had
what
to
I'm
pay
saying?
attorney fees. You had to
A
pay
lawyer costs more than jacking
probation
about.
fees,
Yeah, all that stuff.
all them kind of fees.
You
It
know.
definitely played a part.
It's a
So
couple of places, man, where they got some laws going. Like I Michigan, uh yeah, Michigan,
in
to
1998,
start a cannabis company, you have to either be somebody who was convicted for marijuana, or you have to have them as a partner in your business. So basically, they made it where the people who it affected, they can try to rebuild, make something off of it instead of just the people who never was affected by it, because they ain't never kicked in like out here. They ain't never kicked in no house in the West End about weed, because that's where the white folks at. But I'm gonna tell you this: I done smoked the most and the best weed in the West End with the white folks. You know what I'm saying? When we were still smoking, well, when the other blacks were still smoking Mexican dirt weed, I was smoking good weed with the white folks in the West End. You know what I'm saying? Before they was talking about Dro and Endo and all the names, they already had the flavors. You know what I'm
right? They
saying?
wasn't
Already
busting
had
none
the
of
beat.
them.
No, I always felt safe. You know what I'm saying? That was some of my safest times. You know what I'm saying?
Already talking about
I
make
spoke
love
to
not war around here.
man. I smoked that good with him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No
that was
Mexican
that.
dirt weed. And
Yeah.
we had to worry about nothing, man. If the cops came, they just wanted some weed too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was all good, you know.
For real, you know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, that's the stuff we got to really look at. We got to face because at the end of the day, we still talking about one of the reasons that our one of the issues we have is in the black community is black wealth. You know what I'm saying? I like to tie everything into black wealth and morality. You know what I'm saying? A moral code and an economic foundation. And we don't have an economic foundation because the same things that cost us, others profited from the very things that cost us. Others was profiting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, already the cops came called. It was all good.
Right,
Hey, I'm just
it's
telling
all
you,
good.
that's in the
Yeah,
West. If they came on my side of the town though, we all left. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
ready.
Everybody was running. Yeah, hiding
And so,
and
you
stomping
know,
on the stuff.
but
Yeah, things
this
of
the
that
same
nature, man.
thing. Yeah. And I mean, America, I guess they working on their hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas they have to make moves like that because it's no big deal. Weed ain't no big deal no more. You
Right.
know
They
that,
just
and that's the
can't figure out
Republicans
how
and
to.
the Democrats think the same on that. Weed ain't no big deal. They trying to get it off the Fed books. You know, a
Yeah,
lot
well,
of
they
states
should,
legalize
and
it.
they should still free a lot of people that's actually incarcerated. You know,
Yeah,
it's still a great deal of people that's in our own country in America here that's actually still incarcerated for marijuana. You all so again,
we
this
ain't
is
trying to trade nothing but the time. They ain't trying to trade. They ain't even asking for nobody who killed nobody to get out. Just or whatever, sold some guns. I know I heard you say, well, he is dude, he served this. But some people feel like his crimes are heinous. I feel like they're heinous. Because you know what I'm saying? He pushed, but I feel like the same thing about America. Because he pushed these weapons, out in Africa for the most part.
mm-hmm,
Uh,
under the war, definitely
right. And
on
a
both
lot of
sides.
atrocities,
On both sides.
was committed. You know what I'm saying? I know you say, well, he ain't killed nobody. Well, I used to bang. And some of the murders I feel responsible for. I ain't pulling no trigger or nothing. And I ain't telling them to do it. But it's some things I put in some people's head. It's some things I said and some things I done that really influence some people. One of the reasons why I really feel the need to reach out to these guys is that I take a personal responsibility. Even though I ain't have to do no time behind it, but I still take a responsibility because I believe you're responsible for your actions and
Well,
everything that
definitely.
trickle off of them. You know what I'm saying? Everything that trickle off of them. And so at the end of the day, you know, we can't just say, well, it ain't even and he was this. It don't matter if he was old. Like I said, we happy she free, but at the same time, I wouldn't have cared if he served 50, 75, 100. Because to me,
Right,
he's just
right,
another
right.
white
Definitely,
man. Hey,
it would
another
have
white
felt,
man that profit off of black blood. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
At the end of the day. And so, when the white folks get into each other, they do stuff to each other. But he got 25. I got some brothers, some guys I know they got more time than that for weed, for drugs, for non-violent offenses. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Absolutely.
that's something else to consider.
hmm I feel the same way too, bro.
Yeah,
Like I said,
already.
man, maybe they definitely start letting some of these people out, man. Cause like I
Yep.
said, man, it's a sad thing. But
Yeah.
like I say, man, both of them people had families, and I'm aware that he done a lot of things that was wrong and inhumane, but still they let him out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I ain't mad. He in Russia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got a bonus with that, you all. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's like the old banana in a tailpipe, man.
Yeah.
They always had a reason for doing something, you know.
Right.
Um, they might make it seem like they might have done clone Brittney already. We don't know what's going on with this world, man.
Everybody
Since
clone,
they
they ain't
done
no
sent
telling
them back, they can cut a lock side and stuff like, all that old kind of stuff, man. I just hope she can get back to a pretty normal life and
Yeah, I don't smoke weed, but
pick
if I
up
see
where she
her,
left off.
yeah, I don't smoke weed, but if I see her, I'm gonna ask her to fire me up. You know what I'm saying? Just because.
She might have something good in the off
Yeah,
season,
ain't no
you know.
telling, man. It had to be worth it. I want that same shit. You got out with, and I don't even blow, but I
You
want that
know,
same.
oh
You
man,
took a
man,
major chance
that's
for that,
insane.
man.
So tell me, bro, what you think about? I had made another statement about Coach Prime Time. You know, I understand that him leaving. Wasn't really I was more in tune with Black heritage. I don't want to keep a man down. I want people to get a raise. I want Prime Time to do his thing, and I'm still going to support him. I'm going to watch some of them games, unlike a lot of people who actually complaining. I'm gonna take the time out and see what he actually doing, and I really hope he win. I was just more in tune again with Black heritage and kind of saying that he would have been another Eddie Robinson. He would have been the first Deion Sanders, really, or not another Eddie, because he is formulating his own legacy. But I think he could have won 10. Um, I think he could have won 10 championships straight, you all. I think he could have passed Michael Jackson with the ring, not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan with the rings, so forth and
Yeah,
so on. And that was kind of disappointing to me, because not only that, is that more kids, I guess more so like myself, more so from the struggle, maybe less fortunate kids. He would have been more impactful in their lives. It's just my opinion. Not saying that white people lives don't matter or young white kids lives don't matter, because they life matter pretty much as the young urban Black kids. But like I said, I think he would have been more of a father figure
yeah.
instead of
I'm
going
with that last
to
statement.
a 70% um, white kind of area and being more of an uncle than of a father, you know.
Oh
So
yeah,
tell me what you kind of think about his quick transformation and departure. Because a lot of those guys, it's some guys who wasn't actually superstars, but they had also going to this particular place with the expectations that Deion would actually be around just a little bit longer than he actually was, you all. And so, what you kind of think about that in
this,
reference
this,
to?
this is my thing with it. First of all, we got to ask, what did Deion do for HBCU? What did Deion do for Jackson State? If he didn't do nothing else, he did like George Floyd. He shined a light on the situation. You see what I'm saying? He shined a light, but he did do a lot of things. He shined a light on a lot of situations, but he made a lot of sacrifice. He didn't make money working there because he just gave the whole salary back to the program.
Right,
You see what I'm
pretty
saying?
much, pretty
But
much.
and so we got to say, what did he do? Okay, he made it relevant. Nobody watched. They say, oh, the Black college has been
That's
on
right,
TV.
man.
You ever watched the Bayou Classic on TV? Hell to
Maybe
the no.
once, maybe once.
I ain't never watched it. I watched the halftime
Yeah,
because
Grambling
it
and
ain't no good
Davis.
game. But he got ESPN to show up in Jackson, Mississippi. You see what I'm saying?
Already.
Look, ain't nobody in Jackson, Mississippi. Ain't nothing. I've been there. I got people there.
And the
There ain't
first
no
12
place
and
to
no
be.
season.
You know what I'm saying? He done got facilities for these people. He done taught them winning ways, the winning attitude. You know what I'm saying? He invested 3 years. Messiah ministry was only what? 3 years. You see what I'm saying? 3 years. Peter tried to stop him from going to crucifixion. What he said, get behind me, Satan. You see what I'm saying? Because even though, I identify with the Israelite, but I don't believe he just for the Israelite. You see what I'm saying? I identify that way, but I don't believe that, that's why I ain't a Hebrew Israelite, because I don't believe just me and my people that's who the Most High for. But I believe he for mankind. He created mankind in his own image. Adam mean mankind. So Deion came in, he did his thing the same way. I used to bang, right? So, like they say, technically I can't get out, but I can be inactive. Well, somebody say they wanted day 60 with me, right? You know what I'm saying? They was gonna basically chastise me, dope fiend me or something. You know what I'm saying? Because of the change in my life. You know, I said, well, you must have hated me from the beginning. I ain't gonna say no names, one of the homies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he put it out there, sent a message, and I just had a message for him and the one who sent it. You do what you think you're gonna do, but I don't know what you think I'm gonna do while you trying to dope fiend me. You see?
Right.
And then on top of that,
reaction is a reaction.
Yeah, and on top of that, yeah, you can grab the bull by the tail, but you're gonna get the horns. And then on top of that, when we done, I still ain't gonna act like you want me to act. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Deion is what? Grown. He a whole grown man.
He's definitely grown man, Mr. Deion Sanders.
Exactly. With children, grown children. Yeah, but he invested. He paid how long? You know what I'm saying? How long? How many of us decided we gonna stay locked up?
None.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna stay locked up because the homie ain't getting out yet. You know what I'm saying? You want me to holler at somebody or whatever? I probably don't even right. You want me to tell your baby mama something? Give me a couple of addresses. I'm gonna check with your people. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's one thing. The next thing, by going to Colorado, okay, this 70% white. You think it's gonna remain 70% white?
Yeah.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You see what I'm saying? Because now it's gonna be some black kids. I'm finna show you why it's not though.
The football department might change a little bit, but
I'm gonna show you why it's not. They didn't change their standards. That now some other people can get in there. They had some standards. That's why they were sorry. You had to be a nerd to go there.
Well, they had a black coach last year though. You know,
skin folk and kin folk ain't the same. We not talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
it's a big old difference.
Definitely agree with that. You know, they got a real
that part. Why you calling for talking about me?
Real black man, but they got a better, more.
But this is the thing. They got black fathers and then they got black niggas who made babies. So you got to look at the character. What's the production? So they had a black coach, he ain't produce. They had a white coach, he ain't produce either. They need a coach that can produce. The key to college football, the key to college football is recruitment. You got to be able to recruit good players. What Deion can't.
He got a good recruiting team, though. So he gets to bring his
anywhere he go, it's gonna be a lock because he gonna be able to recruit with the big dogs. You see what I'm saying?
Already.
We gonna relate more. We gonna relate more.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be playing them baby schools no more, though.
Well, now Colorado in the Pac-12, they already wasn't playing baby school. They just getting smashed. You see what I'm saying?
Smashed.
But you gonna have some
11 last year.
Yeah. They quarterbacks suck. You know what I'm saying? They all throwing more interceptions. And now he told them, I'm bringing my people with me. Y'all might well hit that transfer portal. Fired all the coaches except one. So he opening doors not just for him. Some of them coaches he bringing gonna be black coaches. Some of them coaches he hiring gonna be black coaches. So this is what Deion doing. You see what I'm saying? He segregating Colorado. You know what I'm saying? They got that good weed in Colorado. They been growing it legally before everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't gonna be doing that.
He might get Brittney Griner over there. Colorado got a WNBA team. but
they close. She in Phoenix now. She close to the border. She ain't too far.
Yeah, but she right there. Arizona, California, Colorado. It's all good. But you know what I'm saying is he done a lot for Jackson. I don't know. A lot of people ain't been to Jackson, Mississippi. They ain't been to Mississippi. It's like Sparta in Jackson.
Yeah, and Jackson, what I'm saying? It's probably 97% black or 95.
And it's 95% black and 114% poor. They not even poor. They poor. They in last place. You know what I'm saying? The people who own Jackson and run it don't live there. You know what I'm saying? They live a little farther up north. You know what I'm saying? Right. They in Ridgeland and all them other little places around there. You know what I'm saying? But downtown Jackson is just like Mayberry or something. It ain't bigger than Beaumont. Downtown Jackson is smaller than downtown Beaumont. You know, excuse me. And that's the biggest city in Mississippi. and we know the education standards and stuff. But he opening doors over there. They changed they transfer status. They changed who can get in now. They lowered their standards.
Like I
You see
said,
what
I
I'm saying?
definitely,
So he
like I
already
said,
got an impact.
I just, felt, I guess I felt like I was one of the
Call
boys a
heat
little
of the
bit,
night. Yeah, we won't.
So,
But this is the thing, man.
and then, like I say, I don't think his record gonna be as sharp as it was over there. But who knows?
He's gonna get there because he gonna get players. Maybe not the first year because he only so many people gonna be able to come one year. He didn't win everything at Jackson State the first year. I mean, he did good, but that what he was up against, he brought 4 and 5 stars to bring themselves, to humble themselves. You see what I'm saying? But Colorado don't have no 5-star people. Jackson State could have beat Colorado.
You think?
I know.
Yeah, I think so too.
I know. You remember when you was little before they had Westbrook, they had Forest Park, right? That was a high school. Westbrook was Forest Park.
Oh, yeah, right. Before they
was 5A, they had all the money. You know why they segregated? Because they ain't never win nothing. You went to Westbrook, you ain't seen no plaques for Forest Park there. They ain't never won nothing. They couldn't beat. There's the biggest school in Beaumont, and they couldn't beat South Park High School. They couldn't beat nobody. You see what I'm saying? You never heard of it except you knew they was over there. You knew white people went to school somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't beat Crockett. They couldn't beat Odom. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't get no players from there. And so they had to integrate the South Park Independent School District and the Beaumont School District. You see what I'm saying? They had to make it one because one had money and the other one had talent. You see what I'm saying? And so integrate, it wasn't based on they want fair and all that, because they still not going to deal with us fair. We can go to the same school, but when I do something, they're going to handle me different than when Johnny do it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to handle me different. I already know. I'm going to get suspended at a higher rate than Brad and them. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that as an adult, but I also understand that the money had to play a part. And we need an economic base. You see what I'm saying? Some people say, man, them dudes playing professional sports, they just slaves. No, they not. They employees. But they stacking a bag. And if you stack a bag, you got the opportunity to bring somebody else up. You know what I'm saying? It's not no crabs in the bucket. People just holding on for dear life. They're not trying to pull you down. They hoping you can get yourself and them out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we talk about this crab in the bucket and all that. That's not what it is. People feel like Deion and left them behind. He ain't left y'all behind. You know what leaders do? They go out in the water and then they come back and say, look, the water is safe. That's what leaders do. They go out there first. They come back and say the water is safe. How you think Harriet Tubman knew how to lead them on the Underground Railroad? Because she already been on it. She already been all the way up north. She wasn't freestyling. She came back and said, look, you can run around free up there. If you get up there, you ain't got to stay a slave. You ain't got to stay down. You ain't got to stay oppressed and depressed. Boy, you about to get me preaching up in here. You know what I'm saying? But you can get up. And that's what Deion's saying. You can get up. I mean, the HBCU is cool. But we need some D1 black schools. We need a 70% black D1 school. You see what I'm saying? Not no 90% black small college. If Colorado is D1, they in the Pac-12 or whatever, they 70%. Well, our 70% schools at. That's in the big leagues. If Michael Jordan would have played in the China League, you think we'll give a damn if he had 6 rings?
Not really, because
really.
He would have really clowned them people.
Stephon Marbury over there handling them. Do we care?
Yeah.
Do we watch his clips? We don't care.
They don't be showing them though. But
exactly.
I don't think we will really care.
We don't care. We need to be in the big leagues.
Yeah, we more concerned with what's going on with our own thing than actually seeing what's going on over there. Even Brittney playing over there, they said it was that's what I guess, people need to learn how to manage their little stuff better than they actually are.
Well, she just don't need to bring the vape pen. She should have been over there making the millions. Look, if they needed a good carpenter or something over there, I'll go over there. You see what I'm saying? And build some of them funny looking buildings and all that bull crap too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I bet I'm gonna know what not to do before I get there.
Yeah, but it's like it just today the way things are going, and it's so bad, man. We don't know what's gonna jump off. Russia got these missiles that cannot be traced. They can hit American soil before we actually know that it's coming. And I'm talking about nuclear weapons at this point. So with the way the world is,
But
I don't really see it
but
going
look,
out the
check this
country
out. Russia got
parlaying
nuclear weapons,
because
right?
man, all the countries really hate America. They ain't really down with America. Going to these different places, man, you subject to anything. From food poisoning, because they food poisoning us here in our own country. But food poisoning to slipping things in your drink, it's hard to kind of be around
Man, we
somebody.
buying poison food. What you mean? We eating all the
Yeah,
pork,
that's what I said. We
all
have
the
been
cat,
doing.
all that
They've been poisoning.
nasty ass catfish. And that ain't even no secret. We don't even read the label. We drinking and eating stuff that say cause cancer and mice and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I ain't buying. The other thing I ain't buying. Russia got missiles. What you gonna do if they shoot one?
No, ain't none of us
Nothing.
can.
You gonna shit and fall back in it. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I'm
got
saying?
yeah, we need to build us an underground bunker.
That's all you can do is prepare. That's what I was getting at. All you can do is prepare. I ain't building an underground bunker because when it blow, I'm ready to be up out of here anyway. I'm like Deion. I did my time. I'm going to the next level.
Man, I bet you they got them
I
a
would,
spot.
man.
Already though, yeah,
I
I
wouldn't give
understand
two,
what you're saying.
not one, but I wouldn't give two. You know what I'm saying? Two dams, two F's.
Already to
Yeah, I
actually.
mean, because this why. And I heard Deion say the same thing. Man, worry about what you can control. You see what I'm saying? This ain't a question for you. This is a rhetorical question. Do you have 50,000 stashed? If not, you need to tend to that. If you don't have 50,000 survival cash, you need to tend to that instead of worrying about Russia got a missile. Like I say, we're gonna celebrate every victory. We ain't sweating the failures. We ain't sweating the shortcomings, and we sure ain't sweating our feelings. It's certain things. Do we have if just like me? Okay, if I break my leg, can I live 6 more weeks before I can go back to work? That's my concern. You see what I'm saying? Really, 6 months. That's what I'm working on, building them kind of things. Generational wealth. What I'm gonna leave my kids? You see what I'm saying? What I'm gonna leave my kids? Matter of fact, what I'm gonna have for them while I'm still living. Those are my concerns. You know what I'm saying? Of course we want to come on and speak on things, but we still got to keep the proper perspective. Because at the end of the day, we need to be concerned with our morality. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's good you got more than 50 put up, but I know it wasn't easy.
Nothing.
I know it wasn't easy, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what I got put up because I don't want nobody asking me for nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Those are things that we had to concern ourselves with. Like I say, we need to throw a party. Like I say, if you see Brittney, tell her smoke something with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you mad. Settle down. And if you see Deion, give him the big ups. See if you can get a ticket to the Colorado game. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing like that though. but I'm definitely would ask Deion for some of them tickets though.
I'm trying to run into Kendrick Perkins and all these other suckers. All these other suckers from Beaumont who somebody or say they somebody. Even Steve. I've been rolling through PA looking for Steve. He ain't there. He too busy checking in with the O Block and all that kind of foolishness. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to run into any of these cats from around here, Bun B or whatever, and say, look, man, I got a plan. Can you at least listen to it? You ain't got to give me that. Can you listen to it? Steal it from me and implement it if you want to.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Because that's the thing that concern me.
They see us.
I know they see us. I know they've been seeing me. They've been knew me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They know.
If they tough, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they don't want to see nobody, man.
So that part. You know what I'm saying?
Them dudes, bless them for what they done for their little people, man. and things of that nature. Bun got them burgers jumping. I ain't had one yet. I love them homemade burgers, man. Just go
Hey,
get me a little.
yeah, it's a little too far to drive for a burger. I
They
ain't
lying too
driving.
long.
Yeah,
I
it
seen
might
it
be
though.
good.
Yeah,
But I ain't saying that
yeah.
they're lying to eat. I'm. You might well call me arrogant. I mean, I can go 3 days without eating. You think I'm gonna stand in the line to eat and to pay
Man.
my money to eat? I ain't standing in line to do nothing unless it's to collect some money. That's
Yeah,
mine.
that VIP
Yeah.
line.
If I hit the lottery and it's got a line out there, I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know. But I mean, you know, big ups to them, man, and their success. What I'm saying is, you know, at the end of the day, the rest of us, man, we really have to concern ourselves with building something for the generations to come. You know what I'm saying? The same way people speak on the young people. The same people, they speaking on Deion, they speaking on Brittney. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's over your head. You ain't do nothing to get her released or locked up. You couldn't make them let her go, and you couldn't stop them from letting her go. You know what I'm saying? And so, like the dude who jumped on you, he got to write his opinion, but he also got to write to stick his opinion up his back.
Yeah, everybody got, right to their opinion. So
at the end of the day, that's just all it
is.
Right.
We just come on here to try
Can
to
we
learn.
use what he's bringing? And that's my thing. My thing is, do black people know the difference in an asset and a liability? You know what I'm saying? This is basic wealth. Do we know the difference in an asset and a liability? Do we know buying a house for more than it's worth makes zero financial sense? You know, a lot of people, well, I own a house. No, you don't. You own a mortgage. You see what I'm saying? You own a mortgage. You know, until you pay it out, you don't own it. You can owe them people $5,000. They can foreclose on it, make you sell it. Take their $5,000 and give you the change. I'm just saying. You know, it's that simple. You know, and so these are the things when I'm talking about. They opening opportunities when we talk about Deion. That's opportunities to create something bigger than mom and pop. You know,
yeah, definitely.
Something bigger than, you know, same way. You know, a lot of them say we entrepreneurs, but we got a car wash. If you got a car wash, you're not an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some entrepreneur things I do, but I also got a business that I work in. So that's not the entrepreneur stuff where I work at because I just own a job right now. You know, you call me with, man, I'm wiring a house. It's 9:30 at night. You like, you still, yeah, it's 9:30. You know what I'm saying? I done fired everybody. You know, I always fire everybody. I just stop calling them. What you doing tomorrow? I don't tell them about that. We done over there? Yeah, we done. You done. You know what I'm saying? But I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to build something. And so I respect somebody who's trying to build something. You know, I respect a person who's free and a person who's trying to build something. So Deion, he trying to build something. You know what I'm saying? Something great. And I see so many opportunities in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? To create something. And it's bigger than just when we talk about wealth, I'm not just talking about money and capital. I'm talking about even the mindset like we were talking about earlier. Even the wealth mindset. Well, we ain't looking at stuff saying how much that costs. We looking at stuff saying how much I'm going to lose if I don't make a move. You know what I'm saying? How much I'm going to lose if I don't make a move. You know? We looking well in the thing, like the scripture say, look well into a matter. We doing our research. We not just running behind stuff. You know, like a lot of people, they was feeling pretty good, but now the crypto crashing. They didn't know they were supposed to get out. They thought crypto was long-term investment. They ain't know nothing. They put in and they did good. But now the thing they lost 40, 50%.
Yeah.
But they got in at 60%. If you got in,
never concerned with that crypto or none of that stuff, man. You
well,
know.
I did.
Yeah, well,
but I
cool.
cashed out.
Like I say, a lot of people done that.
If you cash out, you all right. It's the same with stock. If you got to know when to buy, when to sell. You know, now the crypto is new and it's volatile, but you look at the stock market has been doing kind of pitiful. This is the time to be buying. But we think it's time to hold your money. Now, why it's cheap, buy it. Because guess what? Historically, it's gonna go up. It's just like this light around this thing that's shining on me. That's how the market do. It just go up and down. It's more like a heartbeat, though.
Yeah,
That's what the
man, that's
market
kind of
do. You buy the
yeah.
dips and you sell the peaks. And that's how you build cash flow. You build income. You set a system up. You know, have we looked into, you know what I'm saying, ETFs?
Yeah, I ain't looking into nothing like that. I took some classes with Boyce and all that, that
Right.
just ain't my, that's just my thing, man. I kind of like stick to stuff that I know, just me personally, for each and all and everybody else,
Yeah,
like I say, everybody got their own little thing they like to
that's
do.
right.
And but that ain't, like I say, it
Yeah.
ain't me. I'd be
But,
looking crazy sitting up
yeah,
here trying to, even hold that conversation because wasn't really off into the crypto. I know it crashed and all that, and a lot of people, like I said, I know Dr. Boyce Watkins and them they got classes on all this stuff, and I've been to a few of his classes, his business classes, so forth and so on. I can understand what he's saying for the most part, and you should pick up and what time to invest in different stock options. I had learned some stock options that had kind of kept me in the game. And I understand what he say. He would tell you exactly which stock to pick. The ones that he used, the ones that he got even what's his name? The dude who on Twitter. He got all his personal portfolio. Elon
yeah,
Musk. So they talking about bread. So it ain't just, like I would probably lose everybody I'm trying to be involved with, just discussing things that I have no knowledge about. So I know people, like I say, that actually this man was he was a finance professor at the age of 22.
right.
So I ain't, ain't nothing I'm lacking. He go hard with that junk all day long. Like I say, it's good to know because eventually, when I do have, am blessed with the wealth that I perceive to have someday, then I will actually know how to keep the money. But
Right,
right
right.
now, I'm just more concerned with the wealth of Christ, the wealth of the Lord, because He tells me to store my riches up in heaven anyway, and not to let my things sit up where Martha and people gonna come steal and try to take anyway, and cause these particular different problems from generation to generation.
Yeah,
So
I understand
like I
exactly
say,
what you're saying.
that's just my thing.
Yeah, at the same time, as much as I understand that, I believe poverty is a curse.
Yeah,
And
it is.
so I don't
They
believe
say
you
from
can be a good
generation to
believer when you're broke.
generation.
Yeah, you can't be a good believer when you're broke because I'm saying you ain't talking about you, but the most of us, we want to be givers, but we ain't got nothing to give. And so a lot of times we walking in shame. Shame, blame, and condemnation, that's of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not talking about becoming a millionaire, that's a goal, but I'm talking about basic finance. That's what I'm saying. Assets, liabilities, having a budget. You don't have to have a lot of money to have a budget. But I guess
Yeah,
I tell you what, a budget
it's
will
a
help your money go where it's supposed to go.
it's a
Thank
lot
you.
of things. It's a lot of things that that I'm still lacking today. But shame ain't one of them. I jump anywhere and go anywhere and say
That's right.
anything I need to say to
That's right.
anybody, and still get up every day. By
Yeah.
the grace of God, though.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking in general though.
that's
You know,
what that is.
right.
Like I
I'm
say, that's
talking in
like when
general because yeah, we
right.
really
Like I
speaking
say,
for the community.
I totally understand, and like I say, I don't get up here and talk about hockey because I don't know nothing about hockey. I ain't never played hockey. You
Yeah.
know, I ain't
Yeah.
I ain't got no hockey team. I ain't never even thought about a hockey team. I don't
You
know
know the
what be
basis.
going on.
You know the basis of hockey, huh?
Yeah, I know that you'll get beat up
You know
out
the
there on
puck
that
need to go
ice.
in the net to win, right?
Exactly.
And that's what I'm talking about. Even when we talk about finance, you got to know the basics of anything.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
I'm
gonna show
quick
you
with
a key.
basics.
I ain't never played hockey either, right? Never been to a hockey game, but I'll show you a key to hockey that'll help you in life. You know what make a good hockey player?
What's that?
They go where the puck gonna be, not where the puck at. And so it's the same thing in your spiritual walk. You want to go where the spirit gonna be. Because you're trying to go where it's at, you're not gonna catch up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you want to go where the spirit gonna be. You see what I'm saying? If you're talking spiritual, if you're talking financial, you want to go where the money gonna be. You see what I'm saying? If you're talking health, you want to go where the health gonna be. So you want to go where the puck gonna be. That's a life wealth principle.
Right.
It's going to where it's gonna be, not where it's at. Because the only way you know where it's at is because somebody already there. And if you ain't get the front end of it, you got the back end. Kind of like some of the preaching we grew up on, we ain't got the back end of it. And it wasn't real, it wasn't right, and it didn't help. You see what I'm saying? Until we begin to study for ourselves, we found out how to go where it's gonna be, right? And our life began to change. We went to church, but we was trying to be where it's at instead of where it was gonna be. You see, and you see a lot of these churches, they dying right now because they was so concerned with where it was gonna be, they was late. And so now they don't have evangelism. You got a generation of people running around right now that don't want nothing to do with it because it's old news. I ain't saying we need gimmicks, but we do need the spirit. You see?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And what happens with that, we begin to love. You think the world could use some more love? Amongst black men, I know it can. We need to start killing each other. You see what I'm saying? In the family, it can. We need husbands and wives that actually love each other. Not emotionally. That's cool. But love each other means they making sacrifices. They other-centered. They not self-centered. They thinking, what can I do to make life better for the whole? You see what I'm saying? And so we need these things when we talking about wealth and all. Like say, I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about every area.
Oh yeah,
we got to be able to. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that, but like I say, and it don't do me no. We can talk about marriage all day. And that's something I've been through. I'm going on 13 years. So I can talk about the good and the bad of that. I can talk about the different things in that. Which was that's what he created her, our spouses for.
And that's what I'm saying. The same thing make that relationship work, make every relationship work.
That's wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
He say we clean from our mother and father and become one with them. He don't even mention our kids, sons, boys, cousins, homies, or none of that. But he do talk about
because the husband and wife supposed to be one.
Right.
On one page. How can two walk together unless they be in agreement?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He do talk about that bond, so
and that bond do come before the kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people might not agree, but when that man come home, he should eat before the kids. If he the breadwinner, now that's just Pookie and Ray Ray just throwing pipe. You know what I'm saying? We don't care if Pookie and Ray Ray eat. But I'm talking about that man who and I ain't talking about a natural breadwinner for his money, but he bringing things to the table that really help the family. He bringing cohesion, he bringing protection, he bringing wisdom, because anybody can make money, but everybody not speaking and moving with wisdom. And that man who bringing wisdom, but he got to be respected for that wisdom. See what I'm saying? You're not going to trust the wisdom of somebody you don't respect,
Right.
And so all those things play into the two walking together. Have we had these conversations one with another to get us to that place? I've been married a few times too. And, something might be wrong with me, but I don't think nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I just got a way of thinking, and I'm cool not being with nobody if I can't agree with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because my thinking gonna work for me by myself or for the group. And the thing is, if I met a woman who had a plan, I wouldn't have no problem listening. But if they just playing, then I might just play. You know what I'm saying? And so all that's a part. Do I respect the decisions my spouse make? I have to respect her, first of all. Then I can decide if I'm going to respect the decisions, And so, all that play a part. It's not, when we talk about leadership, being the head and being the leader ain't the same thing.
Right.
The head carries the wisdom.
That's right.
The knowledge and the understanding.
I
Leadership,
agree with that.
yeah, leadership don't have nothing to do with it, but headship got everything to do with it.
Right. An entrepreneur is not a leader, and the leader is not an entrepreneur. Well, I heard that from one of the old college scholars, but it kind of makes sense. If you look at it. So,
well, one don't conflict with the other. You can be all that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing, like we talking about. What you have to have in a relationship, and it's any kind of relationship, is a defined role. That's why we have problem with this gender conversation and the transgender, and I don't know who gay, who trans. I don't know the differences. I see people say I'm homophobic if I say something a certain way, but I don't really know what that means. You see what I'm saying? I'm just learning that it's a difference in the gender they identify with and they sex and sexual preference out, but it's too much. But one of the reasons we have is because people don't have clearly defined roles. And so they do any old thing. We got kids, their roles ain't never been defined. So they acting like everything but what they supposed to be. We saying, don't you know better? But we ain't taught them better. Or we expecting something out of them they ain't never been taught. And so we have failures in that area. Because at the end of the day, we not communicating, we not defining roles. When you get a job, they tell you what you're supposed to do. You get what's called a job description. It tell you what your role is at this job. If your role is the wash, they don't want to see you serving. You holler, well, I serve good. Well, I didn't hire you to serve. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens though, you serving, the server serving, nobody watching you throw the balance off. It's the same in any relationship. We have to define the roles of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And so, when we moving, we start to define, okay, this for you to do, this for you to do, this for you to do. But a lot of us, we like chaos. But that's really fear. Chaos is the excuse to fail. That's what I believe. Chaos gives you an excuse to fail. Because you're going to always have something to blame on why not. Well, this went wrong, that went wrong. But a lot of those challenges could have been mitigated. You see what I'm saying? If you mitigate these challenges, you know what I'm saying, you mitigate them, which is manage them, prepare for them. It's like the seasons. Why you ain't got no jacket? Every winter you ain't got no jacket. You ever seen a winter that didn't get cold? It might not get cold a lot, but it's going to get cold in winter.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Harvest time is the same time every year. A lot of people don't know. In the summer is when you work. Like, I'm in construction. I got guys, they really, really struggling right now. I'm going on vacation, me. But they don't get it. How you going on vacation? I say, because I grind in the summer. Because I know in winter it's slow. But they don't have nothing. That's life too. It's time to work and it's a time to celebrate.
Yeah, that's scripture.
That's scripture. It's a time for everything. And we don't understand the time. Besides say redeem the time, he's saying use the time, take advantage of the opportunities that you have. If you made 10,000 this month, you need to be grinding trying to make 10,000 next month. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna make 100 in a month.
Yep.
Like I just told the dude, I said you made 5,000, you need 2,000 a month to survive. He need 2,000, the wife need 2,000. They surviving decent off 4,000 a month. I'm just using for instance. I say you was making $4,000 for 7 months, but you never took 500 and put up. You see what I'm saying? For those lean months, you're gonna have 5 months where you're gonna make 1,000. So instead of coming 1,000 short, you had a free 2,000 and you didn't put none of it up to prepare for those lean months. And so that, but that's seed time, that's harvest time, that's understanding the seasons. I learned that from Jim Rohn, reading Jim Rohn books. You know what I'm saying? That life got seasons. It's not just money. It's got seasons of health. Sometimes you feel better than other times. You know what I'm saying? It's got seasons in your relationships. Sometimes y'all flow together. Sometimes y'all don't. You know when it's coochie time and when it's not. It's seasons. You know what I'm saying? We still young enough to know it's got seasons in coochie. Cycles still come. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And so it's understanding those things.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about the Most High and his precepts. Everything there's a season. His precepts, they got to work in every part of your life, or it's not him. If his precept only work in one part of your life, if all you can get is to heaven, that ain't him. I bank on it. I live on it. I put everything on it. If what you get can only get you to heaven, that ain't him. He say godliness is profitable, not just for the world to come, but for right now too. And so there's a profit in godliness right now. And that's in every part of our life. But now we got to agree to walk together. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to relationships, you know? And so, that's basically my take, And it's a lot of things we need and something we got too much of. We one-sided. I had to tell one of my brothers in the ministry association, I say, look, man, you studied too much. You ain't putting nothing into action. So now you done became a Bible. I'm going to show you something about a Bible. A Bible is good if you get what's in it and do it. But other than that, it's just a book sitting on the counter. And that's all he is a book sitting on this couch. He ain't making no difference in nobody's life, not even his own. I'm staying out of trouble. If I stay in the house, I ain't going to get in trouble either. If I got a check, if I got that, whatever, $800-900 a month check, and had a woman who was all right with me just having that, and she go to work, and we make it off of that, and I just stay in the house, I can't get in trouble either. But I got to take a chance of getting shot at Popeyes because I got to go. I got to take a chance of getting shot at Walmart because I got to go. You see what I'm saying? But what I do, I increase my chances. I increase my chances. You know what I'm saying? You're in it. I increase my chance of success. You see what I'm saying? By being proactive instead of reactive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so, that's the thing right there. That's my perspective. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, I use this perspective when I was in the streets. I just had the wrong material. You know what I'm saying? I had the wrong product, in the wrong vehicle. But I actually was a little successful in the street. I just walked away from the street. I didn't get ran out the street. I didn't go broke or nothing. You know that. I just walked away. Cat still owed me money. I still had product. I still had clout and all that. I walked away from money to be broke and start over fresh. You see, because I wanted to walk in the righteousness. I still probably had a half a brick, 10, 15 pounds, and at least $20,000, $30,000 in the streets. I walked away. Probably still had a life sentence sitting out there too, or death. I'm sure somebody's gonna get it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. That's right, Jew Bean.
Exactly.
You got a Christian, an Israelite, and an atheist. It's jumping off, baby.
It's jumping off. Already, man.
One thing about truth, it don't care about your set.
Yeah, it don't.
Truth don't care about the set you claim. You know what I'm saying? Truth is universal. It don't even need a title. But the whole thing is, man, it is everybody need a perspective and a life plan.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with
and
that.
like you said, you stick to what you know. Nothing wrong with that. If that worked for you, nothing wrong with it. But this is what I do. Every year, you know what I do in December? I question what I believe. Every year I go over everything I believe. Sometimes I change it. I might not believe the same thing in December that I did in January. Because I got to question it every year. Every year. Sometime along the way. Because if you got beliefs that can't be challenged, something wrong. You're never supposed to protect your beliefs. Your beliefs supposed to protect you. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to drive your beliefs. Your beliefs supposed to drive you. Sometimes the sky gray though.
And you got a little white in it.
Yeah. Hey man, I used to be philosophical, man. I used to stand on the corner and talk about the color of the sky and the grass. And I got people to believe that the sky could be orange and the grass could be pink. So
already, man, already. Well, man, that was a good one, man. They had a good dialogue for the night. I'm
Yeah,
glad
man. I thought
everybody
so.
came in and joined us, man. We just went from one thing to one thing to one
Yeah, that's the
thing,
way it's supposed to
man,
be,
like
though.
we do, you all. So, you know,
Yeah,
y'all welcome to join us again here every
you got it,
Thursday,
Carl.
man. Every Thursday. What Cole say?
Well, he was repeating what I said. You're not supposed to protect your beliefs. Your beliefs are supposed to protect you.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely,
know,
definitely. I agree
and
with that.
so
Definitely.
that's out there
That's
for the
100.
fam. That's for everybody to use. Y'all welcome to
Already.
it. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, brother, man. You already know that I love you too, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, I love
saying?
you too, bro. I love you
Appreciate,
too.
you know.
Shalom, man. I love y'all too, Carl, bro,
Shalom,
and Juice
man.
Bean. Man, y'all
Yeah, man, I
have a good
appreciate y'all
evening,
too,
man.
brother, coming in.
Already,
Coming in
man.
and
We be
chatting
back
with
on
us.
here soon, man. See y'all
Yeah.
again soon. God first, Christ game. Peace.
All right, brother. Shalom.
Shalom.
Love you.
Love you too, bro. Later.
Later.
See, I never forget how to cut this thing out.